Sunday service. Welcome to the Sunday service, where we are your friends, talking about the Dallas Cowboys, and you know it. Crack 'em if you got 'em, everybody, on this fine Sunday afternoon.
Crack 'em if you gotta. And that is not a crack. That is just a AI rendering of him. Just kidding.
What's going on?
Just on frozen mode.
Yeah.
Just on frozen. Well, Adam was 0-0 last Sunday or Wednesday, and now I'm 0-0 this Sunday. AJ, you're up next. You got to be 0-0 Wednesday.
I saved mine for 2026. Return to Southeast Asia.
The off season is kind of weird without having you seem like you're tied up in a basement somewhere in a different country. It's kind of refreshing.
I know. Well, look, I had some plans to do some traveling, but I really didn't want to. I wasn't able to leave right after the Super Bowl, which is prime time to go because it's kind of like a little bit of dead air. Once we started doing mocks, then that's also when my mom broke her wrist. So I was like, okay, well, I can't really travel, and as we get closer to the mocks, I can't leave. Like I got, or to the actual draft. Sorry, I can't leave. So I'm totally cool with it. This has been a nice little change. The only thing is, I haven't been in this season for so long, like this part of the year, right?
You forgot what it's like?
I forgot that it's well, you never forget, but you know, it's a nice, refreshing memory. But yeah, I'm here and I'm not leaving. So.
And Ant, you're why are you 0-0 today?
It's Tay-Tay's B-Day.
Happy birthday,
Tay-Tay's
Tay-Tay.
B-Day. So a lot of birthday extravaganza activities today. So I'm 0-0, baby, because we got some stuff to do after this.
Heck yeah. Well, let's just hop right into it then, I guess. Actually, first, if I can.
Crack 'em if you
Crack 'em if you got
If
him.
you got 'em. So,
Crack 'em if you got 'em.
Look, not a lot of news, guys.
No, it's a little bit of a dead week.
A little bit of a Sahara desert. Kind of like it felt like things were picking up during the free agency. There's a little bit of action after the free agency, but now we're right back to like zero news. Even with the Dallas Cowboys, zero news. So I can't imagine what
It's tough.
What other teams are going through.
When I was setting the stream title, I made something about Micah, and then I go back and I'm like, wait a second, did I already set this? But no, it was almost like a very close title from a couple weeks ago. It seems that sometimes if nothing's going on, then it goes back to like a Micah Parsons contract talk.
They just take their biggest SEO name and say, throw him in the title, throw him in some sort of clickbaity title that we can get people to come see.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, well, I guess that's like the basically best thing to talk about today is this Micah Parsons extension. Looking at our blog and the boys, our good friends, they don't know it, but we're good friends. Cowboys option for next contract extension after Micah Parsons gets paid. So, wait, is that the right article? Yeah. No, it's not. Anyways, Micah Parsons, contract still not done, even after those rumors suggesting that it was going to get done. I'm going to pull up the right article here.
In my mind, it doesn't even matter when it gets done now. Like, the only time it was going to really benefit the Cowboys is if they kind of got proactive with it and kind of spearheaded it at the start of the free agency period. But now that they haven't really done it, it's kind of irrelevant. And you're getting a lot of people are posting clickbait stuff saying like Mike is demanding $40 million where there hasn't been a single
Conversation
quote
talk
from him saying that. So
no, and I think maybe there was a quote. I thought there was a quote of him saying, $40 million would be nice or something like that.
Yeah.
That's what the quote was. He came out saying that he'd be the happiest man alive if he got paid $40 million a season. And it's like, no shit, you'd be excited if you got paid $40 million a season. Anybody would be. But it's not like him demanding, just saying he'd be super happy if it happened.
Yeah. And but here it is. I guess we've been really focused on the Micah Parsons extension. No real news to report. I'm sure the sides are talking. And like I agree with you, Anth, because it wasn't done before free agency, which would have, potentially led to one of those signings that we were hoping for. Now it really doesn't matter except for just making sure that we secure him in the long run. I definitely don't want him to be missing any training camp. So that's the kind of next red line, I think, in the sand for the Cowboys. Because if they sign him now, free up that space, it doesn't do anything. That the money for the draft picks are already set aside. So there's really no, I guess, in a sense, for the Cowboys too, there's no rush for them to go into something. And same with Micah Parsons, there's no rush until we get to training camp.
Right.
But do you think in true Cowboys fashion, they're going to wait until, a month before kickoff, week 1 kickoff, or do you think they'll get this deal done earlier than what they did with CD and Dak?
It just doesn't make any sense now for them to try to get it done earlier. It's almost like the Joneses think that they're doing better for their players by waiting so long to pay them that much more. It's like, well, we're going to make sure that they're the highest paid players because it's maybe bragging rights for them to say that we pay our players the most. So it's like it is the most bizarre thing. I can't see it now happening until maybe the start of like training camp. Like what's it going to benefit? Unless they do it like June or end of May when when all the news is kind of like lull and they'll, okay, let's crack it open and have the Cowboys talk about or have the news talk about the Cowboys with Micah Parsons' contract.
Just like a little
media
whirlwind around it.
Well, the one thing, if they did get it done, they could kind of focus on Tyler Smith's contract or on Bland's contract. That would be the only maybe positive thing. They could spearhead that, but we're just naive if we think the Cowboys are going to get ahead of those two guys' contracts and not wait till the bitter end with those guys, including the Micah Parsons one. So he's going to get paid. Micah's going to still stay in training camp. He's not going to hold out. He's already said he's not going to hold out. So why would the Jones family rush? They didn't rush to try to be proactive. Now it's just going to sit there and kind of sizzle for all of it. It's going to be in the news. They have every news outlet talking about Micah Parsons and his contract until the start of the season, just the way they like it.
It's just so bizarre. But like with all the rumors going around about Micah being traded, we're not on the bandwagon of feeling like they're going to trade Micah Parsons for anything, right?
No, they're not good. Micah's not getting traded.
No. God, no. That would be the worst move. But this is what I wanted to talk about because Micah Parsons, we know what his kind of deal is, but there are a couple players, and you named some of them, and Tyler Smith, Deron Bland, and also Jake Ferguson are all entering the final year of their rookie contracts. Tyler Smith's 5th-year option in 2026 is $21.3 million. And then Jake Ferguson and Deron Bland, I think they would be Jake Ferguson was a 4th round and Deron Bland a 5th round pick. So their options are probably not too high. You might be able to.
There's not even one. Only 1st round players have the 5th round options, I believe.
5th year?
Yeah, like Deron Bland and Jake Ferguson won't have 5th year options on their contracts.
Oh, well, they're entering their final year right now then.
Yeah, they're both in their 4th years.
Yeah. But still, it's like those guys are oh yes, I guess you don't get that option. But even still, with Tyler Smith's option, Jake Ferguson on the table as well, and Deron Bland, that $55 million in cap space, and then add another 7% just based on how the cap expands each year. So you're looking at maybe about $60 million right now estimated cap space for the Cowboys, without any movement on Micah Parsons' deal. Who out of those 3 guys, I think it's obvious, but just to ask the question anyways, who's the most important of those to sign or put him in order?
So is that including Micah?
No, Micah we already know. Tyler Smith, Ferguson,
Deron Bland. Okay, well, Tyler Smith's going to get the 5th year option. They're going to select. They're gonna go ahead and put the 5th year option on him. So that's going to give them kind of another year that they can kind of wait to re-sign him. But then I'm going to go Tyler Smith, Deron Bland, and Jake Ferguson. But if you're just talking between Jake Ferguson and Deron Bland, like if I was trying to get one of those 2 guys done, it would definitely be Deron Bland.
Yeah. Jake Ferguson, are you looking to keep him around? Let's consider saying that you're going to get like a fair market value for him, like, or is it time to move on, or is this the year that we decide that after this season we'll decide?
I guess it depends on what they do. If they do end up drafting a tight end in the draft, in my opinion, right now with Scooney and the other tight ends, it's too hard to move on from someone like Jake Ferguson. I think last year, because of the backup situation and Dak not playing, I think maybe that's why we saw a little bit of a decline in Jake Ferguson. If we look at the offense in general, it just wasn't the type of offense that we were expecting. So I don't necessarily think that Fergie is going to decline even further. I think if anything, he'll have a bounce back year. So I'd be keeping him this year, seeing what happens with them, and then making that decision after the fact. Because Scooney ain't it, unfortunately.
No. Well, Scooney was never actually supposed to come in and be a receiver type of guy. He was supposed to be a tight end too, it seems. Not necessarily the best idea for a round 2 pick, but that's, where he's been. Ferguson, I mean, I want a new tight end, and I'd love to see Warren end up on the Cowboys somehow. But obviously he's not going to make it to the 12th round pick, and I don't see the Cowboys taking him at 12 anyways.
If he's available at 12, are you taking him?
I mean,
depends. We always say depends on who's. It's
yes.
hard because it depends who's available.
This question, even when they say, okay, you can't pick Abdullah Carter or Abdul Carter or who's the fucking dual back? The number 1 overall.
Genty?
No, the number 1 overall.
Travis
pick.
Hunter.
Travis Hunter. Even when they say
those guys talking about his younger brother Travis.
Hey, that kid he had a nice little clip. But yeah, those 2 guys, even when they say they're off the board,
yeah,
you're still like, well, I don't know. There's still guys I would take ahead of Genty if it was between Genty and everyone else on the board there, right? So it's a tough question. I really need
I'll
to
give
see
you a
how
hypothetical then. If Genty's gone, if Tet McMillan's gone, and Ty Warren's sitting there at 12.
Oh man.
Genty's gone, Tet's gone, and Tyler Warren's sitting there.
Shit. That's a good one because that's tough because I think I would take Warren.
He's a big weapon, man. And that's something in all of our mock drafts, he's never fallen to 12. Like, it'd be interesting if he got to 12. And if he gets to 12, that means some of these other playmakers have been taken. Like McMillan and Genty both would be gone. So if he was there at 12, I wouldn't be mad at it. If the other playmakers that we're looking at for wide receiver and running back were gone, why not? Why not take the best tight end that's there that can still be a giant weapon in the offense?
I wouldn't even mind taking him and keeping Ferguson as well if you can get him for something super reasonable, like a mid-level contract for him, because you're going to be paying the rookie dollars to Warren for the next 5 seasons. I would be fine with that, and then let them compete. And obviously, I look at it this way: the tight end position's obviously changed. If his ceiling is Travis Kelce, then that's like equivalent of being like, the wide receiver we draft, his ceiling is that of Tyreek Hill or whoever. Put your best modern day wide receiver up there. If that's the ceiling, and you look at what what is his name? Brock Bowser.
Brock Bauer.
Brock Bauer would have been a lot cooler if it was Bowser. But Brock Bauer and what it seems like he's going to be able to do in the league, that's a wide receiver weapon basically, just in a different place in the field, right?
Totally.
And if you're utilizing him that way as an actual receiver and not as a tight end, then yeah, I would bring in Warren in a heartbeat because he's helping to solve the issue that we're trying to solve, which is like giving CeeDee Lamb some help.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt about it. A tight end, getting those kind of multifaceted weapons where they're not just your short yardage tight end. They can block. You can have them in different kind of schemes to kind of really help hit that middle of the field or even do those quick outs. I think I like having a versatile tight end. Like, I think Dak would like having a versatile tight end, and I think it would just complement the run game if that's where we're focusing on this year. So, in my opinion, if Warren is there and you got some of the regulars off the board, he would be a very strong consideration because there are a couple wide receivers and even running backs that you could grab in 2 and 3, and possibly you even need to go a wide receiver if you got somebody like Tyler Warren. Would he be technically your wide receiver 2 with the amount of flexibility he has.
If you're not using a tight end as a receiver, or if you're not using any of the tight ends on our team as receivers except for Ferguson, really, then bringing another guy in, I think, and having two of those guys, and then shying away from, like, basically we're not going to have the clone zone 4 tight ends on a team, probably.
No.
Maybe. We'll see, but just with the roster, if you were to draft Warren, I think you're going to lose either John Stevens, who's never made it to the field.
We haven't seen him, so no big deal.
Unfortunately, and
Mr. Glass.
Yeah, and Bevan Spanford. I mean, you just have to keep Schoonmaker because of where you drafted him. And I don't think that he's like a negative, but he's just, is he improving the team, or is he just filling a position?
I think he's just filling a position. Yeah. Nate Dogg says, Adam, I've seen your tight end and it's very versatile. You damn right.
Hey, yo.
Hey, yo.
Yeah, look, hey, I got some other
bring it up.
Side hustle news.
Okay.
Brandon Cook's officially gone to sign with New Orleans Saints. He's going back to
Cali, but also New Orleans.
New Orleans. Not gonna miss him, but thanks for the memories, I guess. And he's not saying shit on his way out. Like a true football player, true team player.
He's also a journeyman. He's been on a few different teams, so he knows not to cook your on your way out team. You see what I did there, boys?
Yeah. Well, hey, in 2 years, Cook was very lackluster, I have to say. He caught 80 passes for 916 yards, 11 touchdowns in 26 games. I mean, really was hoping for more out of him. I was pretty excited when we signed him because I thought that he might still have a little of that lightning in his step. And I don't think he had 5 straight 1,000 year reception seasons, yards, I believe. And couldn't even get 1,000 yards in the 2 years he played with Dallas. So,
which is what we thought he was going to get because we looked at his.
I thought he was going to get 1,000.
Yeah, when we looked at the rest of the teams that he played on, he was actually trending towards like, oh, this is a 1,000-yard guy. Great, let's put our time and effort into it. I liked watching Brandon Cook. So, like I thought I still like him. I like I said, I will miss him, but I think there's other upsides to a couple of other prospects that we could be drafting.
I don't think he added enough to the squad. He had some excited moments and some catches where you're like, okay, here it is. He's going to start putting the back-to-back, big moments at least in games, and it just never really came to fruition. At the same time, though, I don't think he did anything wrong. He was there. He did what he had to do. Didn't hear any complaints out of him. Seemed to be,
his mismanagement on his knee surgery from that off the rack kind of knee doctor kit that he bought to give him that infection probably didn't help his case to stay in Dallas, unfortunately.
No, and even
what was his contract? What did the Saints sign him for?
Oh, let me see if they have that. That's a good question.
And then while you're bringing it up, I also want to there's a question, Forever DC. It's not really a question, it's more of a statement, but it's a question to both of you guys. They didn't use Cooks like they should have and brought out the player he usually is. Cowboys did him no service. Do you think we mismanaged the way that we played Cooks, or should that player have risen to the challenge and made himself get open? Or
well, let's not forget, and not last year, but the year before, there was a couple games where Dak Prescott and him just missed big plays by like a yard or two. It happened multiple times where Brandon Cooks was wide open and Dak Prescott, for whatever reason, just couldn't drop the bread in the basket. So I think his stats could have been a lot better if, one, they utilized him a bit better, because even in the first 5 or 6 weeks of 2023, they barely even threw the ball to him. So I think he could have been better. I expected him to be better, but it was definitely time to move on.
Yeah, and look, did he not have I think he's a good player, obviously, an NFL player, probably in that 2B, 3A type of role for teams, or maybe even just a solid 3. But there's obviously teams out there who need him. New Orleans Saints, by the way, signed him 2 years, $13 million. So fair enough contract, I think.
Was Kellen Moore there when Cooks was in Dallas? No, Kellen Moore wasn't. Yeah. Did he get
1 year?
At least 1 year? Okay.
1 year. But at the end of the day, he was underwhelming. Point the finger at whoever you want. To me, it doesn't matter, because if the coaching staff doesn't know how to utilize his skill set correctly, then he needs to go somewhere else because they don't know how to utilize his skill set.
Right.
It's unfortunate that we're bringing in new coaching staff and he's leaving, and so we won't actually get to see if it was him or not. But be excited to see how he does on the Saints next season, and just keep an eye on him and keep tabs on him. But for me, he almost always felt like kind of a lone type of player, anyways. If he would have performed really well, I bet you he would have got that second contract or like an extension, 2 years or something like that. But hey, he went and got his money in New Orleans, and I don't know, maybe he's just a bigger fan of the Louisiana food, or what?
Well, that is his second. That is his second time playing for the Saints, and he wasn't with Kellen Moore with the Cowboys. Moore was with the Chargers and the Eagles the last 2 years.
That's what I thought. Okay. Timothy Ball says Kellen Moore is the one that asked Cooks to come to the Saints, so he'll be used a lot more. Ultra Cowboy says Cooks is Cooks. There's a reason the teams trade Cooks for a bag of weed. And then
what kind of weed?
Probably not great ones. Stephen White says they kept him wide out, less of a slot player.
Yeah, well, because we got one of the most elite slots in the league, so that's tough. And look, all the best to him. I hope you lose, and I hope you and Kellen Moore crash and burn.
17.
Crash
you guys crash out.
Do we have any questions here from chat? Anything or any comments that they've made regarding
Kellen Moore?
Not sure, it could be Kellen Moore, but just Dallas Cowboys in general.
Well, we have Ultra Cowboys saying it's 33 days from Will Johnson being a Dallas Cowboy.
Okay.
So he's in our last mock draft.
Calling a cornerback.
Calling a corner.
Look, and this is actually kind of my more favorite time. When we look back, if you guys can remember, I know it's been, we've done over 100 mock drafts this season already alone.
I know.
But if you can remember back to our first draft. In fact, you know what? I'm going to pull up our first draft.
Let's take a look.
And we're going to look at who those players were.
Okay.
Because I think that's kind of a fun way to one thing I wish I would have done is downloaded the whole first round.
Right.
You know, because then you could see
who went where.
How much that's changed, but we'll at least be able to see who we drafted.
Well, while you're bringing that up, a couple of other comments, just speaking of drafts, Golden or Josh Simmons, Tyler Booker, 2 at 12, when we were talking about the comments on who do we think we would grab if GNT is not there, and same with Tet. And then he said Stephen White said King of the Seams, Dak's favorite, just in terms of tight ends. Okay, you're going to bring that up? Here we go.
Oh, fuck. I don't know what. Is that good? Yeah, you can still read it. Just so, our first draft in order. First round, Giante. Second round, Walker. Made a trade. Third round, Alfred Collins, defensive interior. Fourth round, Jackson Dart, quarterback. We went Mitchell Evans, tight end, round 5. CJ West, defensive interior, round 5. And the rest of the guys don't really.
Cody Simon, round 5, I don't mind.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Looks like they're saying that we reach for him.
What's this? This is our
Mason Graham, defensive interior. Xavier Watts.
This is our number 2.
Yeah. Isaiah Bond. Tez, back-to-back wide receivers. RJ Harvey. Hey, so we've taken RJ Harvey a few times. So that was our second draft, and we took Stutzy in the second draft.
Well, Harvey's now getting selected in the 3rd round, so he's jumped up draft boards.
Yeah.
Big time.
Yeah. Well, I think the other one, too, on this first round draft here was
Jalen
Walker at 44. I don't know that it's not going to happen. I don't know that he's changed that much, though.
Well, but it was just PFF because everywhere else, like even during our first mock drafts, there was people mocking him in the top 10. Like NFL analysts were mocking him in the top 10 in the first round. So I'm still kind of confused, and I want to see where he ends up going and wonder why PFF has such a bad grade on him. Because even since he's moved up PFF's board, he's still like, I think, the 30th overall prospect.
Well, fuck yeah. Hey, should we just do a mock and get her?
I think so.
Swing at it.
Just before you do that, here's another quick question from chat. Timothy Ball says, who do y'all want to see Dallas play Thanksgiving Day.
Oh, okay. Let me pull up the schedule because that's a good cue.
Oh, you got to go home. Eagles, man. I'm gonna pick Eagles.
Yeah, that would be nice. I don't want to see Giants or Washington.
We've seen them twice now.
Yeah,
Twice, or did we see them?
I think
We've seen the Giants twice and the Commanders once.
Yeah.
Giants twice, Commanders once, and then
actually, you know what?
The Raiders.
Commanders, I'd be okay with. Just
Commanders, I'd be okay with now. Yeah, that wouldn't be bad. They got a pretty watching all the ex-Cowboys and Dan Quinn come into Dallas to lose would be fun.
Yeah, and more exciting team. Depends on whatever the Giants do with their quarterback scenario. But I just don't want to see the Giants. I'm sorry, Giants. It's true. Complete list of the 2025 Cowboys opponents revealed.
Okay, bring it up over there, AJ.
Well, home we got Giants, Eagles, Commanders, Ovs, and then we got Packers, Chiefs, Chargers, Vikings, Cardinals.
I could see it maybe being the Packers.
All good games. All good. Like these are all good games.
I could see it being the Packers for Thanksgiving.
I'm going to just say the only one I don't want to see is the Giants.
I would agree. I think next on the list for me would be Cardinals that I don't want to see.
Yeah, I think for me, it'd go teams I don't want to see would be Giants. Then it would be Cardinals. Then after those two, really, I could care less who it is because I think they'd all be very good games.
Yeah, it'd be fun to see.
Because you got the Eagles. The Eagles are obviously the defending Super Bowl champions. The Commanders have all the ex-Cowboys and Dan Quinn. Packers have a pretty good rivalry with the Dallas Cowboys currently. Chiefs, you got Mahomes. Chargers, you got Justin Herbert. I mean, we have seen the Chargers live before, so maybe I would knock them down a bit. I'd rather see a team I haven't seen already.
And Vikings too.
Vikings, but they got like JJ McCarthy and a different team and stuff. So really, right. All the home. I mean, that's a pretty tough home schedule for the Dallas Cowboys.
Now, if I can't see us. I think the Giants are probably ruled out. They wouldn't go back-to-back years. Have they ever gone back-to-back years playing the same team on Thanksgiving? I know they went Giants, Commanders, Giants.
I don't know. I don't think they would do that. But they could bounce back and forth between Giants, Commanders, Giants, and just keep that going.
Yeah, and I think so Dak delusional fans with more excuses says, I want to see Giants. They're getting a quarterback. Don't sleep on them. Not going to sleep on them, but we've already seen the Giants twice on Thanksgiving. So us seeing them on Thanksgiving.
I'm not scared of them getting Cam Ward or Shedeur Sanders. If they went out of the fucking woods and got like Jackson Dart, or who's the other super fast QB?
Milrow.
Jalen Milrow.
And only because it's like, okay, what the fuck did they see in this guy? And then is he going to have this type of Mahomes or Mahomes and Brady both didn't come in. Well, Mahomes came in, but he was behind Alex Smith. So, yes, he was drafted, I think, at the 11th round. Or 11th round. Jesus. What is this, 1921?
The Dallas Cowboys have played the same opponent in back-to-back Thanksgivings, specifically against the New York Giants in 1970 and 1971.
Okay. So, I'm not too worried about that if it hasn't happened since.
Here's another question, though, for y'all, just on the schedule, just to round it up. Away games, which one do you want to go see? If we get to pick.
Yeah, Vegas probably.
Okay, well, let's take Vegas out because I think we're planning that regardless of when it happens.
Yep.
If there's another game out there that could line up, let's say, with a nice quick trip. Let's say they Thursday in Vegas and then Monday in
Washington.
I don't know. Pick your fucking poison.
That's the Raiders is the only kind of West Coast team that we're playing there. If you look at, Broncos would be the only one that would make sense.
Yeah.
Geographically for us to do if they were close enough.
I actually like our home games better.
Yeah. The Lions is not bad. Like I wouldn't mind going to Detroit.
Lions got a big question mark though. They just blew up their whole coaching staff.
I know.
And that's not to take anything away from players, but it's like they'll either be as good as they are or they probably will take a step back.
Yeah, there's not. Outside of maybe going to Washington, there's a lot of Cowboy fans in Washington. So going to see them play against the Commanders, we have to do it at some point. But like Ant said, it depends. It's not like it's going to be a cheap trip for us if we were to double up on them. We're probably better doing Raiders and then a Thanksgiving game, and then doing that Sunday that we did beforehand. So hitting 3 games, like a game that's closer to like which one of these away games, if it lined up with Thanksgiving, would be the most would make the most sense for us to go take a look at.
Fuck it, let's just do a 2-week vacation and just travel the
Hit
U.S.
3 games.
Renegade Canadians in the U.S.
Start-
No. We're not spending money here. Trust us.
Yeah. Well, no, we're not spending any money in the U.S. there.
All right. Well, hey guys,
It's that time again.
it's that time. What are we doing for this one? Any ideas?
Tay-Tay's. Well, let's get Tay to come in and give us.
Okay. Does Tay have a
No?
stipulation?
No, she's not gonna.
Oh,
But does she have a stipulation off camera?
Tay, what's your favorite position in football?
Yes. Qualify that.
Pardon? Running back. Tay said running back, so we got to go running back first.
okay. I like it.
The birthday girl said her running back's her favorite. Yes, you like how I said in football.
Yeah.
All right, Adam and Anth, each of you pick a number between 1 and 10.
3.
7.
Isn't that funny? 37.
I
3
know.
and 7.
And
And guess what I
73.
picked? 7. So Adam, you get second round pick. What position are we taking? And then Anth, you'll go
Wide
third, and I'll go
receiver.
fourth. Wide receiver. Anth, third round.
Quarterback.
Quarterback, third round.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then I will go. Oh man, this is really tough. What's good in the fourth? Damn it.
We don't have a 4th
We
round.
don't
pick.
have a 4th.
Okay, well, the next pick which would be 5th. I'm gonna say, fuck me, linebacker.
Ooh, that's gonna be a
It's
tough one.
gonna be tough. I know. I didn't think right. Okay. Hey, what the hell is this?
I don't know. Bring it up.
I gotta sign in.
He's got to sign in.
All right, so here we go.
Crack him if you
Crack
got
'em
him.
if
if
you
you got
got 'em, son. I love the sound of crack 'em in the morning.
I love the sound of crackums.
Real easy draft. What we're doing here on this 7-round mock draft is, Tay-Tay's birthday. She loves running backs. I don't know what it is about them, but she loves them. So we got to draft a running back round 1. Adam won the number guess game, whatever it was. Round 2, we will go wide receiver. Now round 3 via Anth, quarterback, and round 5 linebacker. And then the rest, we're just gonna fucking BPA it, baby.
We're not doing any tradesies, are we?
No trades. And actually, this one, I just want to see how the board's been updated a little bit.
Okay.
If anything's changed. So here we go, hopping in. Well, I better get this over here. So I
Get
can
it up.
say-
Get it in, yes, son.
Get it in ya. Start draft. Oh, I'll go slow because we like to just see what's going on.
Maybe just give me a little bit of a smaller screen there, Wage.
Okay. Hang on. Fucking stupid shit. There we go. Let it spin, your Cowboys fans are the best in the world.
And Eagle fans are dirty words.
Okay.
Dun, 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 dun.
Start draft. Carter. Oh shit.
Whoa, Tet went second.
Yeah. Then
Will
Hunter.
Campbell.
Will Campbell. Oh, there goes Aston Gente.
Tyler Warren, Ashton Gianti, Jihad Campbell.
Well, this makes it easy.
Omari.
I think it's Omari and Hampton. That's it, right?
Yep.
Welcome to the team.
Welcome to the team.
Happy birthday, Tay. We got
Welcome
Hampton.
to the team. Next, wide receiver
Wide
we're looking
receiver.
at. So let's just turbo our asses to that second round.
Yay.
Actually,
Golden-
sorry, I'm going to go back just to see
Golden's gone.
what happened after
Damn.
us here. So, yeah, Golden, I did see him. Luther Burden went
16.
15, then Golden, then Igbuka at 20.
Ibuka's
So
gone.
there you go. Those are the 3 horsemen, as I like to call, or the 4 horsemen, including Tet, but we know he's already off the board.
Ah,
Okay.
Shiza.
Fuck! Demetrius Knight would have been an awesome time to pick a linebacker, but we got to go wide receiver as per Adam's decision.
Okay. We didn't pick him. We've picked Higgins before. Oh, you know what? I was gonna say
I love Higgins.
Trey Harris, but he's so far down. I'm gonna say let's pick Restrepo.
You don't have to pick him because like this is just
I know, but I was kind of vying for Restrepo last time. Oh, sorry, right. He plays not enough. He plays more in the slot position, right?
yeah, he's just
You didn't like him because he's not the big body guy that you want. Bring up your skiddies for a second.
hang on, there we go.
Bring up your skids.
Okay.
I know you're a Higgins boy.
No, I'm just saying like we can be realistic. We don't have to pick the guy who
I know.
didn't. But if you do want him, I mean
I was kind of wanting him last time, but I feel like the thing that
these are the two guys we always look at just because they're right there. And you wanted to look at their slot?
yeah.
Come on now. Where are you, little slots? There you go.
Yeah, 90%. Okay, it has to be Higgins.
Now, I will say this, though. Just because the player played in slot doesn't mean that he doesn't have football skills to go out on the wide. And, in fact, maybe even would be better if that's what
Are you trying to talk me back into Restrepo?
I'm just not trying to talk you out of it. I want the decision to be raw and real.
No, let's go Higgies. Let's go Higgies.
I prefer Higgins purely based off of his 6'4",
it's just he's a big.
215
I mean,
frame.
that size when he's sitting right there for us. Come on now.
And think of that hog.
Think of that second round hog of his. Welcome to the team,
Higgins
Higgies.
bringing him on.
So that was kind of like an AJ pick. AJ got 2 picks here. He got the second round wide receiver pick.
Hey, it was a 50-50 coin flip. You can influence me. Okay, Anth.
Oh, 5th round. We're gonna go Stutzy. Oh shit.
What did I pick? What am I picking? I forgot. It's cornerback.
QB.
QB. You said. Did you say?
No, I said CB.
Oh,
CB.
dude.
I mean, Milro's sitting right there, Anth.
But hey, you guys thought I said corner or quarterback? No, I'm not taking a quarterback.
No. I thought it was just a bold. I thought it was just a bold.
I thought that was like, okay, Anth's going for
throw caution.
I thought Anth's
I was wondering when I said CB why you guys got all weird acting. Although quarterback might make more sense than
honestly
than CB here.
Oh well,
But this is the thing. We don't have a 4th round pick,
So realistically, you'd have to just pick your favorite.
cornerback. I'm taking Dort. Give me some size on these guys.
so Dorian,
Yeah, take them.
6'1",
I don't even
185.
need any more.
just
6'1". Give me his 40.
Ooh. You know what?
Just want to see his 40 time on Draft Buzz.
You know what we got to do.
And if it's better than 4.45, bring him on.
Okay, I think that's fair.
Dorian Strong.
4.5.
Okay, that's my guy. Or, no,
Close
I said
enough.
4.45. I said 4.45. Give me the next. I want to see the next 2 because we've never really taken cornerback in the 3rd round.
No, and this is Jacob Parrish, 5'10", 188.
Okay,
better
give me his speed.
I'll give you his speed.
give me his
Dorian ain't fast enough.
4.35.
Yeah, there he is. Get him. Welcome to the team.
Nice broad and
Jacob
decent vert.
Parrish.
Let's bring him on. Jacob Parrish, you're like, what the fuck? I'm 110th ranked. What are you idiots doing? Hey, shut your mouth.
Because we won't. The thing is, we won't be able to get a corner though if we don't take one
That's
now.
true.
We won't get one till the 5th.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, hey, Jacob Parrish, we like
Welcome
your
to the
speed.
team.
Not only are we size queens, we're speed boys.
We're
Crack 'em if you
speedos.
got 'em.
We're
That might
speedos.
crack me if you got him. That might be our first F pick.
That could be our F pick.
Okay.
All right, now we got to go linebacker. This
Actually, no,
I could we could rival here. We could rival here. I don't know why I picked linebacker.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, it's actually not too bad.
It's not too bad.
Kobe
Okay.
King, hang on, I gotta.
Stutzy, man. Stutzy's sitting right. Actually, you could probably double up on some linebackers here.
What do you mean?
Well, because I mean, if you're picking linebacker number 5, and we could always tag it up with another linebacker in the next pick too, if we have someone there just to have some good solid linebacking.
Oh
in
yeah.
this draft. You know what I mean?
If we get I guess. The best one here is Kobe King. I just don't know if I love the guy. Cody Simon, son of Paul Simon.
I've
just a lie. I
liked
lied.
Cody Simon. I've liked Stutzman, both over King the last times we picked them.
Okay, let me King, Simon, Lindenberg, Stutzman. Let's see.
This is why we have the Skittle boards, boys. This is why.
Dad, why do you like Cody Simon over Kobe King?
He came from a championship team. The Buckeyes. So I just think the caliber in terms of like big play, big games, he's been there. I think his measurables, I liked him better than Kobe King.
Why? Huh?
Well, I'm just gotta
Yeah,
see
these
it.
four.
I gotta see it right here.
Okay, they're all pretty even with their coverage. Couple of old Lindenberg, he's real old. He's got that Lindenberg cheese hanging balls, man.
Yeah, so he's not that much taller. So Simon's not that much taller than King.
But we were looking. Well, let's just go look at their speed. And only one, Stutzman was the only one. He ran a 4.5.
Juggalo.
Juggalo, nice vert. I mean, that's really
Who had the most tackles out of the three of them?
good call.
Oh yeah. Jack Kaiser.
My guy.
There we go. They're all pretty even, but it would be Danny Stutz.
Stutzy, man.
He also had the most tackles per game. They all had under.
These guys are all
this
pretty
tackle
much.
rate. They're
even.
all pretty fucking
These guys
even.
are pretty fucking.
I think
even.
we're just going size.
Okay, so then it's Stutzy. I think Stutzy's is the tallest of them.
Are you sure?
I thought so. I thought from your thing that we just saw there was.
Lindenberg is
6'1", 248. That's nice and heavy. Cody Simon, 6'2", 235. 6'3", 240.
Lindenberg. Okay, so Lindy.
6'4", 241.
Oh,
I
yeah,
think it is
Stutzy.
Stutz.
Dude, Juggalo.
Stutzy.
Well, let's do it. Stutzman.
Which you could probably get on. We could probably get Stutzy on the next pick.
This is the linebacker that we want. This
Yeah.
is the linebacker. This is our dream.
Yeah, fair.
Welcome to the team. Boosh. Okay, now we're unlocked.
Okay, welcome to the team. Give me a hand. Hold here. Okay.
I just wasn't 100% certain about it, but hey, we're going to do a million more. Now we are just free, guys. BPA at 171 and 174. So basically, the next two of four picks can be ours.
Give me a look at RJ Oben.
Yeah. We haven't looked at this
Yeah,
guy.
Okay, a lot of green. I like the green.
Outside tackle for most of his snaps, so he's a rusher. 6'3", 262. That's a nice size.
Notre Dame.
A little bit heavier than Micah. Not a lot of hurries, man.
Or sacks.
Or sacks. Just kind of did a nothing.
Yeah, I don't like it.
2024. Seth McLaughlin.
I like Seth McLaughlin.
This guy's just straight center.
Yeah, no thanks.
No thanks. Connor Colby, guard from Iowa.
I haven't ever picked this guy.
Played a right guard, played left guard, and he also started his career playing some right tackle before I guess he would shift it over to guard. So
Can we take him and just get a nice little mix of competition at right guard?
I think so.
You got Zach Martin retiring. You have Brock Hoffman there. TJ Bass. Do we throw another guy in the mix to try to fight for that spot?
I think so.
I think so.
I think we got to bring him on. Did he play any big teams?
UCLA.
It was decent.
Ohio State. And he shit the bed on the against Ohio.
Yeah, that was his worst game.
Shit
Doesn't matter.
Shit the bed against the Huskies too. Hey,
let's bring him on.
bring him on.
Just get that depth piece.
Get that depth.
Connor Colby. Guard.
Welcome to the team,
Welcome to the
Connor Colby.
team.
And we're back. I think we can take a Kyle McCord, quarterback. This is our fifth.
6'3", 220. That's good size.
Look at that. Look at that fucking.
Lit it up in college.
Look at
last
that.
year.
Look at that last year.
34. So what is that, like almost a 3-to-1 touchdown to int ratio? That's good.
Almost 5,000 yards.
Played well against the Hurricanes.
Yep, Cal. Let's bring him on. Finish the season really strong
Yeah.
too.
Let's do it. Let's take a look at him. Bring
Oh,
up
yeah, that's a good
Jasper.
idea.
You know what he looks like? He's the one that I
Syracuse
said
Orange.
looks like he showers in his underwear.
I know.
Oh yeah. Fuck. I wouldn't mind if this guy's gonna lead us to a Super Bowl. I'd be okay with that.
Didn't he have better Google images too? Like he looked like such a fucking nerd here, and then we took him up, and he looked like a party animal in
I don't know.
in Google Images.
I don't remember.
No, he looked like a serial killer. I
don't think we looked at him. I don't remember seeing any of these images.
Maybe I looked at him.
Maybe you.
Maybe I looked at him when I was setting up my Kyle McCord fan page.
No, we looked at him. we definitely did.
Okay, let's take him.
Let's rip that McCord. Kyle McCord, welcome to the team, nerd.
Welcome to the team, you effing nerd.
Oh man, we have a trade there.
Oh, there we go. Kurt.
Someone wants to trade us. Do we go back-to-back cubes?
Nah, let's just fucking run this out.
Let's just run it out. Look at how many fucking picks we got left.
Achille Arnold.
Hey,
There's
right,
Ollie
Never
Gordon.
take him. Bring him on.
Achille?
Okay, let's go. Arnold. We always say he sucks. Let's bring him on just so we drafted him one time.
Okay, and just let me have a look at him one last
We always
time.
are attempting to, and then we're like, oh, he had a really bad year, but let's just see what he looks like. Yeah, bring him in. Russell Wilson's younger brother, get him in here.
Yeah, at least he had that 2023. That's what we're basing this pick off of.
Yeah, there could have been just so many reasons that he had a shitty last year. Let's get him.
Played fine against Michigan and UCLA and Notre Dame. So, hey,
That's competition.
that's competition. We don't mind it. Achille, we're going to see what you can do. And hopefully you're not our Achilles heel. Draft, welcome to the team.
Welcome to the team.
On the clock, Curtis Rourke still sitting there.
So this all
LaQuinn Allen
depends
would be
what-
a good
what
one.
spot are we thinking? Offense or defense?
Well, what do we have? What did we pick so far? We picked cornerback, linebacker, quarterback.
Halfback, wide receiver, cornerback, linebacker. Then we went guard, quarterback, safety. Pretty much open. Defensive interiors, no point now. Like, I don't think there's anything left there. I would just be looking at BPAs after QBs. This LaQuinn
Yeah.
Allen, I've actually heard a little bit about, but he
we
doesn't
were-
stand out.
We need. I wouldn't mind another kind of backup to Omari and Hampton just in case he ends up burning out. So let's get a look at him.
Damn, if we were talking like that, we should have picked up Ollie Gordon that last pick.
No, fuck Ollie Gordon.
Let's say that.
He's
take
slow
that-
as
hey.
molasses. He's not very big. There's
Take
not
that.
really much good about.
Take that back, Anth.
LaQuint Allen does not look good at all.
But his stats wise, he did have a shit ton of touchdowns and receptions and can rush the ball. So maybe he's good for just a change of pace back without the speed.
Hey, he has chemistry with our backup quarterback, Kyle McCord. We take Higgins before. We liked Higgins.
We have 6'2", 232.
This late in the
Which is a lie. He's only 6 feet. He's
Yeah.
only 6 feet. He's a speedster. Had a bunch of tackles.
Yep. You're all right, this guy. Yeah.
We picked him. I mean, that's not a bad pick. I'd take him over LaQuinton Allen as another
Yeah,
linebacker.
I think
depth.
I agree with you there. Or we could double down and take Dean Clark again. But I think it's between Quentin Higgins. What do you guys think? Halfback or linebacker?
I think
Higgins.
Yeah, I think
Higgins. All right.
linebacker.
So lock him up. You've
Let's
been
get
boosted.
him in. You've been booshed, Higgins. Welcome to the team.
Oh, and that's two Higgins. Jaden Higgins and Jay Higgins. That's
Higgins.
awesome.
Get up.
That was our last draft too.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh, we need. Okay. Well, coming up next
so
here.
now check out Jaquindon Jackson.
Quinton Jackson,
We just want speed on him.
6'2", 233.
Oof.
Don't
I'm
think
fine
that's
if he's
very-
not
Hey,
that fast with
hey,
that size.
Did you see what they just said? He was a quarterback turned
Yeah.
running back.
That's why I like him. I think he's super slow, 4.75.
So
That doesn't even seem possible.
Yeah, he was invited to the Shrine Bowl. What's a positive and negative with this guy?
Fluid movement skills for a taller, bigger back, but he needs to recognize when to lower his shoulder and fight for extra yards. His size is intriguing. That's the big thing here about this guy. But there's one other running back, Jacavian Marks.
Also had some.
Jacavius Marks.
Also excelled. He looks like he's probably the backup if he's this far back.
5'10", 208, so a lighter
Oh,
dude.
He was a 4-star track standout.
Oh, yeah, and his name's Woody Marks. Woody's kind of cool. 4'5". Pretty much just dog shit on every metric.
In
If
the
I,
6th round, though, what are you basing? Like, what are you looking for, really? You're just looking for a camp body. Maybe you can play special teams also. Let's bring him on.
I'd rather Jackson, now that you bring
Let's
up
do
the
it.
6 point, just
let's-
size. Like, if we can teach him to hang onto the ball and get first downs,
No, fucking
And-
toss him
And
into
play
a
on
wide
punt
receiver.
and kickoff.
yeah, 230 pounds.
Have him as our backup quarterback. Welcome to the team. Hey, we're not drafting a backup quarterback. Oh fuck, we still got another pick.
Yeah, jerk me off, Jaquindon.
Who's
Smeagol Mondon.
Keep scrolling down.
Oh yeah, this is like let's just pick our favorite player.
Johnny Walker Jr. Didn't we pick him before?
You got me with the name. 6'3", 255. Give me some speed on this Oops, that's not him.
Johnny Dixon.
Dixon.
He's not even showing up. Oh wait, no, that's Johnny Wilson.
Okay, so no. Hey,
Well,
nothing.
can't even-
Can't even scout.
Oh,
him
I can do
properly.
this though. Let's see.
Zoo Tiger.
4.8. Eh.
Which isn't bad for
Hey.
a defensive end.
No,
A
I
little
guess.
undersized at 249. But
Yeah,
his speed will make up for it.
not into that.
No, AJ does not want that. He's a size queen. Keep going. What else we got?
Position.
I don't know. Yeah, what do we think here? I mean, I guess any position really. What's a wide receiver? Who's a fast
Okay,
wide
yeah.
receiver?
Let's do that.
Theo
Fucking Theo
Weese.
Weese.
Theo Weese Jr. Kyron.
Also from Missouri.
I wish they had their combine stats here.
These guys are so deep on the board that we can't. Okay, here we go. 6'2".
Kyron
So
Lacey.
Lacey is ideal for an outside receiver, which is nice.
Okay.
Like we've done our most studying on players for our last pick.
Yeah.
Yeah, 4.5.
Okay, 4'5".
Yeah, bring him on.
Doesn't matter at this point. 6'2", 213. He runs a 4.5. Casey, rah, are you Tiger? Red shirted
This-
senior.
This get ready for a C+.
This is gonna be a bad draft.
Happy
Oh,
birthday.
Marion got a D minus. That's, mind you, I get it. We would have traded back. But we
I
just
called it.
Oh my
I
God,
called it.
Jaden Higg. Yeah, Jacob Parrish, a big F. But Jaden
Called
Higgins,
the first F.
the wide receiver, B plus. That's a good place to draft the wide receiver. Unfortunately, you're going to end up with Jaden Higgins if you do that.
Yep.
Which is that bad or good? I don't know. We'll find out. Jacob Paris, cornerback in round 3 was an F. Danny Stutzman, D minus at round 5. Our first
Juggalo.
round 5 pick at 149. Then our next 2 round 5 picks, we went Connor Colby guard with an A minus and Kyle McCord quarterback with a B plus. Finishing off with
LaQuindon.
hey, round 6, our first round 6 pick, which was Achille Arnold, safety, got a C plus, as well as Jay Higgins, linebacker, got a C plus.
I think we're getting to B minus.
And then our second last pick,
Scroll
Jaquindon,
down.
No, we-
Jaquindon Jackson, halfback, round 7, A minus, and Kyron Lacey, wide receiver, our last pick of the draft, a B plus, and we got a C plus.
Okay, not a fail.
Pretty much my least favorite draft that we've done. I have to actually no. Last week was pretty.
Okay, but like, look,
like
if
either.
you
This is my least favorite for sure.
okay, but if you guys did get Hampton and Higgins,
Very true.
would you be happy?
Yeah. I would not
guess.
like that. I would not like that they would take Hampton at 12 because I feel they could trade back 2 spots or 3
Right.
spots to someone
And then grab them.
and then grab them. But hey, this is how the cookie crumbles. And guess what? We just added another variation here for ourselves to be looking at when we head into the draft at the end of April. Bitches.
Fuck
B
you.
plus bitches.
All right.
Was it a
Anything
B
else?
plus or a C minus?
Anything else before we wrap this up?
We'll be back Wednesday. Hopefully some news drops because we're getting there. Although we got some positional stuff we talk about
Yeah,
on Wednesday night.
Listen, yeah, we haven't done AJ's Skittle board.
I'd like quarterbacks is not going to be deep. I'd like to do quarterbacks and tight ends. We just do back to back because there's not a lot of options there.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, yeah, there's a lot of options.
I'd be
but-
into that for sure. I'd be into that.
and just whack them both off at the
And-
same time.
And because we're planning on doing quarterbacks on Wednesday, I bet you the Cowboys are going to make a trade for what was his name, Milton III, from the Patriots, because there's rumors that they're going to possibly trade the Patriots for Milton. So I bet you because we're planning on doing quarterbacks in this draft, they're going to trade for a quarterback beforehand because that's how CanFan rolls.
Wait, Milton? Oh, okay. I didn't hear that. But anyways, and you, I hope you and Tay have a wonderful birthday for her, and she gets everything she wanted and more. But if anyone tries to get in Tay's way and stop her from having her best birthday,
you look them straight in the face and you tell them to go fuck themselves. Happy birthday, Tay Tay. See you guys Wednesday.
Peace.